KC's Audio Vault.
Brian and Alex from the Gaslight Anthem.
October 1st, 2009.
What's up? How you doing?
We're doing okay over here. Are you enjoying the Winnipeg rain?
Yeah, it's glorious outside.
Well, let's get this one out of the way first. You grew up, same streets as Bruce Springsteen, musical influence on you. Tell us about the moment.
Wait, who told you that? That you're on the same street as Bruce Springsteen?
Well, streets.
Yeah, but not the same street.
Well, the neighborhood?
Same house, actually. I grew up in the same house as Bruce Springsteen.
I grew up in his refrigerator. It's weird. He was just hanging out outside my window for a really long time, and we started to charge him rent.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I mean,
It's an uncomfortable conversation, though.
He's not that nice of a guy. So,
He's not that nice.
No?
Yeah. No. Like when he lives outside of your lawn. But when we started bringing Patty around, though, we changed the rules, so we gave him a room.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Well, I want to know what was like the moment that you found out you were, I guess, all backstage, and they told you Bruce Springsteen would like to join you on stage tonight.
That didn't happen. There was not a moment where that happened. We were walking up to the stage, and he had been playing Glastonbury Festival, and he came up to us himself and just had asked if he could play the 59 sound with us. So we said, yep, but there wasn't like people and there wasn't a setup. We were literally like walking on the stage. So there wasn't like a meeting at all. It wasn't like there was no time to.
No, he just kind of showed up right before we went on. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? Let's play some songs.
Yeah.
So.
Was that the first time that you had met him?
Not the first time I had met him. First time
I met him, yeah. So it was a interesting experience for sure, you know.
Cool. Yeah, the YouTube footage is really neat. Yeah, I was just thinking that must have been quite the moment for the Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah, it was cool. It's a good time.
There's been some moments.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say that's one of the, I don't know, most boring.
That's the most boring moment?
No, it's
for you. That was, I don't know.
No, it's pretty amazing.
Well, you gave each other some knowing glances. What else has happened?
Stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
Come on, we're professionals.
We can't talk about that now. Well, I was thinking we could roll right into 59 Sound as a segue. Are you ready to go?
Are we ready to go?
The show is tonight. It's the Gaslight Anthem at the Garrick, a Power 97 presentation.
Oh, you didn't get a warning, right?
That's true. I didn't give him the 2-minute warning.
We're playing the 59 sound.
Well, I don't know what you're playing.
59 sound we're playing.
Okay.
All right. Then here it is. I wonder which song they're gonna play when we go. I hope it's something quiet, minor, and peaceful and slow. When we float out into the ether, into the everlasting arms, I hope we don't hear Marley's chains of fortune life. 'Cause the chains I've been hearing now for most of my life, chains I've been hearing now for most of my life. Hear the 59 sound coming through on Grandmama's radio. Did you hear the rattling chains in the hospital walls? Did you hear the old gospel choir when they came to carry you over? Did you hear your favorite song one last time? And I wonder, were you scared when the metal hit the glass? I was playing a show down the road when your spirit left your body. And they told me on the front lawn, I'm sorry I couldn't go, but I still know the song and the words and the name and the reasons. And I know 'cause we were kids and we used to hang. And I know 'cause we were kids and we used to hang. Do you hear the 59 sound coming through on Grandmama's radio? Did you hear the rattling chains in the hospital walls? And did you hear the old gospel choir when they came to carry you over? Did you hear your favorite song one last time? Tell all the young boys, young girls, young boys, young girls. Ain't supposed to die on a Saturday night. Ain't supposed to die on a Saturday night. They ain't supposed to die on a Saturday night. Ain't supposed to die on a Saturday night. Did you hear the 59 sound coming through on Grandmama's radio? Did you hear the rattling chains in the hospital walls? And did you hear the old gospel choir when they came to carry you over? Did you hear your favorite song one last time?
It's just me in here. It's the 59 sound, the Gaslight Anthem, live on the Rock Report. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more. It's the Gaslight Anthem takeover on the Rock Report, and you guys submitted a playlist to us. A lot of old stuff, a lot of new stuff in there. But My Humps was one of the songs. Who's the Fergie fan in the band?
We all kind of like pop music.
Yeah, you're the big Fergie fan.
I am the advocate.
Yeah,
I like her a lot.
Yeah, she's a cutie though.
I like the whole band though. I think that I like pop music a lot though. I think it gets dumbed down in any kind of like band scenario. I think a lot of the times people pretend that they don't like it, but it's just ridiculous because that's everyone likes.
Nobody likes
some form of. There's some sort of pop nightmare in their closet.
The cool kids love the 80s new wave.
We could just play Tusk, Fleetwood Mac though, just in its entirety. Just slam it down.
Play the whole Fleetwood Mac album?
Tusk, yeah, just the whole record. Let's do that. That's a good pop record. What's your beef with the Mac?
What's your beef with the Mac?
We got some eye rolls from the corner. Well, there's you got some James Brown on this list too. Wilson Pickett, Eric Clapton. You clearly love the old music. Where did that come from in your life? You have a parent that had great record collection, or
yeah, my mother was a folk singer in the probably in the late '60s, and she introduced me to church music and classic radio. At the time in the early '80s, it was when they played classic radio that was like strictly '70s and '60s kind of thing. So that was like a big part of my house, and then church hymns. So it kind of like all blended up together. But she definitely ingrained the classics into me.
When did the punk angle get in? Teenager?
Yeah, for me it was around 13, I think.
Yeah, around the same time.
With the Clash.
Yeah.
That was the first time I really
kind
of was like, whoa, what's this
I was
other
like
stuff?
12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
So Clash was the first big one, and you just kind of grow from there.
Yeah.
Clash, Ramones, it was all that stuff. Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
Later on, when I actually knew anything about music.
Did you guys know each other way back when?
Oh, we're related.
Yeah.
Okay, and then yes.
So I've known him since he's a small
wee boy.
child. And I was a small child at the time too.
Yeah.
So we've kind of grown up trading records back and forth and kind of. He would find something, or I would find something. We'd share it with each other, and that's always a good way to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it seems like every time I listen to the 59 sound, the album, that more, I don't know if I think I hear other influences on you. Does like Tom Petty in there?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. And I was a big fan of a band called Jawbreaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's in there.
I don't like Jawbreaker.
Yeah,
everyone else in the band does. I don't get it. I think it's weird. Like the rhyming of the words with the same word, but it bothers me. Like it's almost, it's wrong because he's a teacher. I know he's a teacher. The singer of that band was a teacher in Brooklyn, but I just can't get behind the lyrics. I can't do it. It's just not my style.
Yeah, that's Benny's band. That's one of Benny's favorite bands.
Does Alex like Jawbreaker too?
I think he likes Jawbreaker.
A lot of people like Jawbreaker. I'm definitely one of the minorities.
Okay.
Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking maybe just even your voice, because it's got the gravelly like Blake from Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
And
Didn't learn it from him though.
no, you're born with that, or did it take some whiskey?
No, when I don't drink at all. When I was I don't do anything really. Drink a lot of coffee. But when I was a kid, I had that voice. Like I was the little kid with the rough voice. So,
yeah, I remember your first demos, like 16, 17 years old. really tough voice.
It was weird. I don't know. I always kind of
Cleaned up a bit, though, actually,
It did.
over the years, yeah.
Well, one of the ones you were thinking we should play today was Social Distortion, Nickels and Dimes. What does that one
There you
mean
go.
to you?
Those are some of our really good friends, and I think that they're one of the best rock and roll bands going for 30 years. I think they've been one of the best rock and roll bands. And that song, Nickels and Dimes, it's like the lyrics in that song are kind of about all of us little ragamuffins running around.
Oh, you criminals out there.
But, just chasing around nickels and dimes.
Yeah, Social D, man.
But yeah, Social Distortion.
Okay, we're talking to Gaslight Anthem. They're playing tonight at the Garrick. It's Social Distortion, The Rock Report, Power 97.
I'm a Cadillac tramp at the end of its road. A swampy ride who's sitting on gold wine.
Social Distortion, Nickels and Dimes. It's the 6 o'clock Rock Report, Winnipeg's best rock, Power 97. We're doing the Gaslight Anthem takeover. They play tonight at the Garrick with Murder by Death, The Loved Ones, and Frank Turner. Show starts at 8 o'clock. Now, I was looking for clips of you guys on YouTube. First, I found you playing with Bruce Springsteen, which was awesome. But I found an older YouTube clip where you were saying that you've been touring as much as you can. You've been writing the best songs you can. If this next album, which is the current one, doesn't quite pan out, it's time to look for new jobs. Was that kind of tongue-in-cheek, or is...
No, I don't think that. I think you have to be sober about what you're doing, and you have to. You can't just go out there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be 27 years old," or however old anyone is at the time, and say, "I'm just gonna be in a band, and who cares what the people who count on me think, and I'm just gonna, not make any money and go out on the road, and that's it." You have to be. I think you have responsibilities that you have to take care of, and you can't just be like, well, I'm going to screw my life up, and who cares? Because there's people that care about you out there, and you have to, and especially if you have a family, which, like I do, you have to take care of them. And if you're not bringing in any money, what are you going to do? Tell your wife, go get a job? Get out of here. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You gotta. So I think that in a certain level, it's like if it's not, I guess monetarily, stable in some sense of the word, you at our age, when you have responsibilities like a family, you can't do it. You can't be kicking around like you're 18 in high school anymore.
What's the backup plan? Do you guys...
No backup plan. I mean, I can do other things. I'm a trained carpenter, and I can I have an electronics degree, and I can do all kinds of different things.
Yeah, I'm a cook, and everyone would be able to sustain themselves, I guess, in the band. But this is a much better road to.
Well, no kidding.
Sure. I mean, I think we look at it different than other bands. A lot of bands are going out there, and they're trying to. They want to get big, and they want to get. All the different accolades that go with being in a band. And I think that for us, at least, it's something just about proving something to ourselves. There's something in there that we have to get out. And a lot of the times the goals we set for ourselves are just to prove it to ourselves. And it's not so much about whether we succeed in a standard sense of that, I think. You know what I mean? It's more like when we set a goal to make a record, that's a huge deal between the four of us. And it's not about I hope this record goes gold, or something like that, because it doesn't matter. Yeah. But it's definitely at that point where it really matters that we put out something that's consistent and worth buying, and it should be, in this day and age when there's so many bands and so many other things, if you don't have something worth hearing, don't bother. Save everybody's time. The option of going through another garbage band and just don't play. If mean it or go home. I think that's what people should do.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you make music for yourself and for your bandmates, and of course your fans. But if you're not proud, if you're not proud of what you're putting out, then
if you don't believe it, don't do it. Yeah. That's kind of like.
Have you set your sights on the next album after this tour?
Yeah, we started writing songs just recently. We're going to record it in New York, again with Ted Hutt, who did the last 59 sound.
Okay.
But this time we're going to record it in New York.
Now, these bands on tour, you've toured with them before. Was this a handpicked? You wanted to bring the loved ones? I want to bring these and that? Yeah, we usually just sit around and we say, who do we really like? And then that's usually who we bring on tour.
Murder by Death is the only band we didn't know prior to this tour.
Yeah.
But
who have turned out to be very nice.
Yeah.
I really like that band a lot. And they're an amazing live band.
Yeah, they're great.
See, they're a different kind of band though too. Like they're very, very creative and they're risky, but they don't they don't do it to be pretentious in some way that I feel like a lot of bands do. Kind of go out there and say, "Oh, look what I can do."
They have their own niche.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
Yeah, it's cool.
Solid band.
Now, whenever I watch David Letterman or Conan O'Brien, like you guys are from New Jersey.
Yep.
Well, I guess when Conan was doing it from New York, it always seems that New Jersey was the brunt of every single joke.
Yeah. Especially on Conan, I remember.
Yeah, well, even right now, well, Conan's in Los Angeles, but he's having a feud with the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, and they're going just back and forth.
Oh, a real feud?
A feud. Well, the worst possible insults about all the sewer pipes and in Newark.
Really?
And so there was a YouTube clip from the mayor. So they're trying to get Conan. Conan's trying to get the mayor on his show.
Oh wow!
I think the mayor should probably be quiet.
Yeah.
Have some respect because he's a mayor.
Yeah, well, I think so because he's just sort of brought into this circus on TV, and so the mayor said, "Conan, you are banned from the airport. What's the airport?
Newark Airport.
The Newark Airport."
Yeah.
And so now he can't really conveniently get back to New York.
Yeah. Well, there's the LaGuardia, there's JFK. Yeah.
There's a few options.
There's a couple options. Yeah.
But if New Jersey is the punching bag of New York, what do you guys look down? Here in Winnipeg, we always make fun of Transcona.
Where's Transcona? Is that
I think we make fun of anybody in New Jersey, really.
No, yeah,
It's not really like
no regional battles.
No, I
too
mean,
busy working.
yeah, I think people have a problem with New Jersey just because the majority of people only see Newark Airport and the surrounding areas, and it's a industrial side of New Jersey, and there's many sides of New Jersey. So
We got Frank Sinatra. We don't have anything to prove.
yeah,
That's right.
that is very true.
Frank would knock your block off.
We invented baseball and Frank Sinatra.
Really? Invented baseball?
Yeah, Hoboken, first baseball
Did
game.
not know that.
Wow.
Learning something every day about Jersey. Tomatoes.
Well, we're gonna send you off another one of your picks. And speaking of New York, you chose the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
What does this one mean to you?
I grew up on the Beastie Boys because of my friends. They would play them all the time. All the time in the car. And at first I was just like, I don't want to hear this. This is ridiculous. And then I just kind of came to really, really appreciate what they're doing and how they've grown as you could see them on the early records when they were teenagers, kind of things they said were a little offhanded. And then now, they're some grown-up men, and they have some good, opinions, and they're very, very conscious, like a social conscious band. And one of them, I believe, is married to Kathleen Hanna, who was in Bikini Kill and now is in La Tigra, who is also very socially conscious. She's a very, very smart woman, it seems like, from her art. So I think that they've kind of followed suit in growing up, and it's been a really, really innovative band, I think. And and they're one of the only Caucasian rap bands to succeed and be so well respected.
Sustain.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, they were the beginning of Def Jam Records too, and they, it was I mean, back in the '80s when hip hop was beginning. I mean, that was a tough bill to break for sure. Just three white Jewish kids from New York.
Plus, Kerry King plays on the track.
Right, from Slayer.
Yeah,
of course. And their buddy Rick Rubin, and he's uber famous now.
Yeah, crazy now too.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
He's crazy.
He's got a beard the size of.
I heard he's nuts.
Well, we're talking to Gaslight Anthem. They're playing tonight at the Garrick, and like I said, we're going to finish off here with the Beastie Boys' "No Sleep Till Brooklyn." Thank you guys for coming in.
Sure.
No problem.
Thanks for
All
having
right,
us.
we'll see you tonight.
No sleep till. All the interviews you want on iTunes and at power97.com. KC's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.